5 to 7 times. Love is in the air. You can feel it all around you. Valentine's Day, an engagement, a wedding, an anniversary. The advertising world tells you, say it with flowers, maybe a box of candy, or how about one of those open heart necklaces, you know, the ones filled with diamonds? A girl's best friend. The media says these tokens of your affection is all you need to do. But I challenge that because flowers wilt, candy disappears, and over time, the diamonds lose their sparkle. What is the meaning of love? What does it really take to keep a relationship alive for 30, 40, 50 years? It's not these tokens of affection. It's words and it's actions that are lasting and impactful over time. Mr. Toastmaster, dignitaries, and welcome guests. Today, I'd like to share the story of Ruth and Frank, a love story that lasted over 50 years, my mom and dad. They met in the 1930s when they were teenagers at the Roseland Dance Hall in New York City. They were both teenagers. Dad liked the way Mom looked in that sweater. Mom liked the fact that he could dance and had passed the pedigree test of Irishness with the Carmichaels. Together, they would glide across the floor in perfect unison. They would Peabody, a foxtrot that was quick with a high degree of difficulty. The Peabody signified their life together and the partnership for over 50 years. It was fast-paced with 12 children and had a high degree of difficulty. Did I mention 12 children? Over the years I watched, and it was what they did with one another that really made an impact in my life. It was the way they stayed connected, their sense of humor, and the fact that when they said, "till death do us part," they really meant till death do us part. Mom got up every morning making breakfast for Dad and the kids, sending them off to school, and then her day began. It was a lot of work maintaining a house for 15 people. Laundry to do, floors to scrub, shopping, taking care of the grandmothers. She did it all and she never complained. Everything she did was from the heart. She loved her family. They came first. Likewise, at 12 o'clock every day, you could set your watch by it. The phone would ring and it was Dad. How's your day? What's going on? I had no clue what they talked about in those 3 to 5 minutes. All I know is that every day he stopped what he was doing to call his bride and hear her voice. Never failed. At about 4:30 every day, Mom would go up to freshen up. She always wanted to look her best for Dad. So she'd go up and put on some lipstick, fix her hair, change her shirt, and then come down and prepare dinner. She would always greet him at the door with a tray of cheese and crackers and a cocktail. In the winter, it was scotch and water. In the summer, it was a long, cool gin and tonic. And on a really bad week, it was a straight-up martini. Together, they would sit in chairs overlooking the garden and share what went on in their day. As children, we knew, do not interrupt that conversation for any reason. It was their precious time. As I look at kids today and families today and couples today, I wonder how many of them are taking that time to stay connected. And if they're not, what else is missing in their relationship? In the 70s, Dad took up golf. He especially liked the 19th hole, where he would usually end up calling Ruth and saying, "Hey Ruth, I'm bringing 12 people home tonight for dead chicken. We'll be there in an hour and a half." Mom would roll her eyes, hang up the phone, and it was all hands on deck. Set the table, sweep the floor, clean off the counters. I'm going up to get changed. And by the time he came home with his friends, she was prepared. The hostess with the mostest. She would never disappoint. But she got smart. After a few years of this, much to Dad's dismay, yep, she took up golf. And now when the conversation at the 19th hole took place of where are we going for dinner, it was not at her kitchen table. In the mid-1980s, Dad was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a fast-moving form of cancer, 6-month survival rate. At the same time, Mom was told she needed triple bypass surgery. In spite of these setbacks, Dad still kept his sense of humor as he looked across the table one night and said, "Hey, Ruth, you better not die on that operating table and leave me alone with these 12 kids." He knew he couldn't handle us. Dad hung in there and lasted a few more years, long enough to dance the Peabody one more time at their Golden Jubilee anniversary, surrounded by their friends and their family. He passed away 4 months later, 3 weeks before Christmas. Mom was overheard saying, 50 years wasn't long enough. We weren't done yet. I should have said, I love you more often. We know that words are powerful, but it's those actions behind the words that are so much more meaningful than is what life is all about. Mom showed her love for him every single day through her actions, much more than words, flowers, candy, or diamonds ever could. The legacy they left was a family of 97 members strong. That's what love is about. Mr. Toastmaster.